First event this afternoon is event 651, which is the women's 10 years and over 50 metres freestyle. There are 37 heats.
Just 37?
Just 37 heats.
Thankfully, I thought there'd be at least 40. That's a bonus. Seatbelts on.
Eyes down, look in.
Strap yourselves in. It's 50 freestyle.
Splash and dash.
Lane 2, we have Freya Brown from City of Salford. Megan Webster of Southport is in 3. Ava Kenyon of Wigan Best in 4. And lane 5 is Chloe Crosby from Stretford. Lane 6 is Emily Jackson-Smith of City of Salford. And lane 7 is Rachel Partington from City of Manchester Aquatics. And as we move to the final 5 metres of the race, looks like lane 6 or lane 2 out in front. Who's going to get the touch? Lane 6, Emily Jackson-Smith from Salford. Just wait for that result to be confirmed, and it is Heat 2.
Heat 2. We've got Eve Walsh from Wigan Best, Eva Webbs from Stretford, Steffi Byrne, Della, don't know what the surname is, City of Manchester, Holly Shearer, Blackpool Aquatics, Lucy Blankenship, Tilsley, Antonia Johansson Ward. Far too many long names in there for me to pronounce at the end of the in 50 metres. Eve Walsh took it though, and we have a disqualification in lane 8, and that's confirmed as a result, and we move on to Heat 3. So in lane 1 we've got Matilda Brimlow from Bury and Elton, Casey Hughes from Fleetwood, Emily Thorburn from Southport in 3, Caitlin Wollstonholme from Leyland Barracudas in 4, Nicole Hargraves from Pioneer 79 in 5, Olivia Edgar from Charlie Marlins in 6, Eve Cocker from Oldham Aquatics in 7, and Harriet Thompson-Ogden from Stretford in lane number 8. But coming down to the finish, it looks like Katie Hughes from Fleetwood. It wasn't, it was Nicole Hargreaves from Pioneer. And she takes it from Katie Hughes, and that's a confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 4. Was on your radio, that. Lane 8, Faith Wood from Fleetwood is it's going well down here in lane 8. Is she going to take it into the finish? It wasn't. It was Kristen Bezic and Mackenzie Parkinson. That's confirmed as a result, and we go on to heat number 5. As lane 1, we've got Eleanor Clarks from Southport, Jessica Ball from Prescott in 2, Amy Coy, Holmes Kirk in 3, Isabella Holmes from Flixton in 4, Millie Griffiths Crosby in 5, Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas in 6, a teammate Olivia Ballard in lane 7, and Evie Clare from the City of Manchester down here in lane number 8, but it's the far side, lane 3, probably Amy Coy. It is Amy Coy, 33.50. Takes it from Emily Wade, and then Jessica Ball. And wait for the confirmation of the result. And there we have it as we move on to Heat 6.
Heat 6, in lane 1 we have Kiana Hawke from Aquabears, Lily Duke from Stretford in 2. In 3 is Evie Warnock from Ormskirk. In 4 is Alyssa Boslam from City of Salford. Katie Lee, also of City of Salford in 5, with Emily Davidson of Ormskirk in 6. Charlotte Collinson from Carnforth in 7. And in lane 8, Lucy Adamson, also from Carnforth. And it looks like lane 7, Charlotte Collinson, who's moving ahead as we move into the end. And who's going to get the touch? It is Charlotte, 32.98. Just need that result to be confirmed. It is. And we move on to Heat 7. Heat 7. In 1, Grace Rowbottom Keating from City of Manchester Aquatics. In 2 is Georgia Eccles of Pioneer 79. Burnley Bobcats, Lola Cragg in 3, with Heather Moore of Southport in 4. Lucy Linton from Blackburn in 5, and Millie Webber, Wigan Best in 6. Libby Grovestock from City of Salford in 7, and Alice Falkovia on City of Salford in 8. And looking through, it looks like lane 5, who's ahead at this moment, but very close with lane 7. Who's going to get the touch? It is lane 5, Lucy Linton from Blackburn. Result confirmed. Heat 8. Heat 8. In 1 is Molly Figgins from Fleetwood. Lane 2, City of Salford's Gracie Louise Potts. Emily Smethurst from Blackburn in 3, with 4, but with Evie Cutter from Wigan Best. Chloe Sweeney from Ormskirk in 5, and lane 6 is Sophie Davis from Southport. 7 is Skylar Babel from Wigan Best, and in lane 8 is Grace Reed from Prescott. And it looks like lane 6 is just moving ahead as we move into the latter stages. Possibly lane 1 making a move. Who's going to get the hand on the board? It is lane 6. That's Sophie Davis from Southport. Just need that result to be confirmed. Is confirmed. Heat 9. Heat 9 in lane 1 is Ella Wadsworth from Wigan Best, Burnley Bobcats, Eleanor Edwards in 2, Emma Gilmore of Oldham Aquatics in 3, Jasmine Bullock-Teal from Pioneer 79 in 4, Southport's Harriet Rollins in 5, with Evie Armstrong of Bolton Metro in 6, Bailey Peel also of Bolton Metro in 7, and Pioneer 79's Madison McFadden in lane 8. And it looks quite close at the front between lanes 4 and 5. Maybe lane 7 as well. Possibly lane 1. If I say them all, one of them will be right. And it is lane 1. Ella Wadsworth from Wigan Best. Just wait for that result to be confirmed. Result confirmed. Heat 10.
And over in lane 1, we've got Grace Jackson from City of Salford, Maya Smith, Burnley Bobcats in 2, Caitlin Crosby from Stretford in 3, Megan Doherty from Leyland Barracudas in lane 4, Nicole Lomas, City of Manchester in 5, Hannah O'Brien from Blackpool Aquatics in 6, Ruby Crossman from Oldham Aquatics in 7, and Zara Mann from Preston in lane 8. But it looks like lane 1, Grace Jackson takes it 31.87 from Caitlin Crosby and Hannah O'Brien, and that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 11. And lane 1 from Wigan Best, we've got Abby Unsworth. 2 is Georgia Scott from Preston, a teammate Grace Waring-Hewlett in lane 3. Lauren Thistleton from Southport in 4, Grace Robinson from Bolton Metro in 5. Maya Sturrock from Aquabears in 6, Helena Cross, Wigan Best in 7, and Grace Lackey from Leyland Barracudas in lane 8. But it looks as though lane 4 possibly, it's not. It's actually Grace Lackey from Leyland Barracudas. Takes it 31.68 from Lauren Thistleton. That's confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 12. And lane 1 from Blackpool, Petter Chilton. Lane 2, Charlotte Wilson from Garstang. Nia Morgan from Wigan Best in 3, Lucy Parsons from Prescott in 4, Charlotte Crabtree from Bolton Metro in 5, Jenna Cross, Preston in 6, Erin McNeil, Garstang in 7, and Ella Proctor from Blackpool Aquatics in lane number 8. And it looks like possibly between lane 4 and lane 6, Jenna Cross, Lucy Parsons. It's not, it's going to be over there. It's Petter Chilton from Blackpool Aquatics, 31.69. Who would have thought? And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to Heat 13. And as we get to getting a bit faster, it's becoming harder to announce all the names. So the thing is that through the first 25, who's showing first, it looks as like lane 4 is Mia Bursland from Ormskirk. She's got the slight lead. She's going to come in first, take it, 30.27 from Neve Pryor. Sarah Mohammed from Preston, that's confirmed as a result, and we move on to Heat 14.
So Heat 14, and quite a straight line across the pool as they move through the first 25 metres. Looks like lane 7, which is Ellie Duxbury, Bury and Elton, has a slight lead at this point. 15 metres to go, and in lane 5, Hannah Edger from City of Manchester Aquatics, starting to move through. And as we come up to past the flags into the wall, it is lane 5, Hannah Edger, City of Manchester Aquatics, 31.24, confirmed, Heat 15.
coming into the last 5 metres. It looks like Imogen Sharp from Carnforth. She takes it, 31.08 from Sienna Burrows. Hal Bridge, 31.31. We just wait for the confirmation. It was Imogen Sharp from Carnforth, Sienna Brown. That's confirmed as a result, and we move on to Heat 16. Through the first 25, it looks like Abigail Turner from Flixton has probably just got the slight edge over Ella Bloxage. And Evie Sellers in lane 4. And into the last 5 metres, it still looks like Abigail Turner. It isn't, it's Ella Bloxage that takes it. 30.49 from 34.54 from Abigail Turner. That's confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 17. Through the first 25, it looks like Freya Kelly from Liverpool Penguins. Maybe have a slight edge, but then again, Francesca Armstrong from Blackburn is going really well. Also on Francesca Brady over on the far side from Wigan Best. It was Freya Kelly from Francesca Armstrong and Holly Brown. That's confirmed as a result, and we move on to Heat 18. Still very, very even through the first 25. Maybe Amy Ainsworth, from Blackburn, possibly in front. It is going to be down to the touch. Maybe even Georgia Carroll, Wigan Best. It is Georgia Carroll, 30.70 from Amy Ainsworth, and that's confirmed as a result. We move on to Heat 19. Through the first 25, lane 4, Gabrielle Booth from Oldham Aquatics has the slight edge, probably even about half a body length's lead now over what looks like Fallon Holgate from Clitheroe over in lane 1. It looks as though it was Hannah MacDonald that finished in second place. It was Hannah MacDonald from Georgia Sheffield, and that's confirmed as the result. Heat 20. through 25. It looks like Chloe Shaw and maybe even Daisy May Lewis. Lane 7. It's going to be very, very close. Lanes 1, 2 and 7. So Ella Blundell. So it has gone to Chloe Shaw, Poppy Elliott, and then Ella Blundell. And that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 21. Looks like Ellie Moran in lane 5. And Ella Newton, Pioneer 79 in lane 3. It looks like it is going to be Ella Newton. Yep, 30.24 from Mia Mason, Flixton. And then Ellie Moran. As we wait for confirmation. There we have it, Heat 22. Through the first 25, it looks like Aurora Marfagato. Foggiato. From the city of Manchester. She might have the edge, but then again, lane 2. It isn't, it's Megan Smith from Southport. Takes it in 30.55. From Emily Oldham from Aquaverse, 30.56. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to Heat 23.
Quite an even break to the start of Heat 23. A good start there by lane number 7, Abby Myers from Leyland. Looks like she's slightly ahead from in lane 6, Lauren Airy from Preston. Lane 2, Alia Day from Oldham Aquatics. Looks like she's making a move through as we move to the last 5 meters. And it looks like lane 2, Alia Day from Oldham Aquatics, 29.94. First one under 30, Mark?
First one under
result confirmed.
Magical 30 seconds.
Heat 24. Heat 24 starts, and looks like a good start from lane number 4, Jessica Pennefold from Southport. Lanes 7 and 8 also up in the early stages of the race. And I think it could be 1, 4, 7 or 8 at this stage. So as we move past 15-meter mark, we're into the last 5 meters now, and it looks like lane 1. Looks Ellie Howley from Carnforth, 29.55. Just waiting for that result to be confirmed. It is Heat 25. So the heats are getting faster and faster. The last 2 heats diving under that magical 30-second mark. Heat 25 begins, and it looks like a good start in the middle from lanes 5 and 6. Daisy Poole and Elizabeth Waring. Lane 8 from Bailey Siri Kelly as well from Pioneer 79. And as we move forward, looks like lane 6 and lane 8. Lane 5 also. Oh, lane 1 as well. Lucy Coleman from Wigan Best. And it's Elizabeth Waring, lane 6, 29.64. That's 3 on the run, under the magical 30. Result confirmed, heat 26. I'll do this one and then you can go again. Got Amy's in the one. So heat 26 and lane 4, Jessica Dealey from Prescott, off to a good start. Lane 7, as we move past halfway, Amelia Woods from Fleetwood starting to make a move. With 15 metres to go, it looks quite close up at the front. Looks like Amelia Woods in lane 7 is just slightly ahead at this stage as they go into the wall. It is Amelia Woods. 4 on the run, 29.78. Result confirmed, heat 27.
Well, last to rise was Georgiana Bott from Wigan Best over in lane 3. He's probably just got the slight lead as they go through 25 metres. And as we come down into the final 5, it looks as though she probably just has that final edge. And it's going to be Georgiana Bott, 29.92 from Catherine Waters. 29.97, that's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 28. First up, it's Gabija Rabate in lane 8 from Carnforth. Between her and lane 4 is Harriet Finn from City of Salford. As we're into the final 15, it could be between Amy White and Harriet Finn. It was Harriet Finn that took it, 29.76 from Amy White, 29.88. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 29. Through 25, it's Eleanor Kay. She's had a good championships this year. From Bolton Metro. And over in lane 1, Lyra Holmes from Ashton-under-Lyne. Ooh, it was Eleanor Kay that took it. 29.38, 29.47 from Lyra Holmes. The first 3 under 30 seconds. We move on to heat 30. Through the 25, it looks like lane 3 of Tilly Copeland, City of Manchester, and probably even Ella Prescott, City of Liverpool, over in lane number 1. It might even be Ella Prescott that's going to get it. Ooh, it says Tilly Copeland. It was Tilly Copeland for 29.52. Bar 1 under 30 seconds, confirmed as a result, 8.31. It's lane 2, Ella Williams, Pioneer 79. Looks as though she might have the edge over her sister of Leah. It wasn't, it was Leah Williams that took it in front of her sister. So Leah first, Ella second. I think bragging rights in the family. That's a confirmed result. Heat 32. Through the first 25. Looks like lane 3 of Amy Crompton-Hesford from Wigan Best. Or maybe even Emma Haynes, a teammate in lane 4. As we come into the finish, it was Emma Haynes from Rachel Baldwin, Leyland Barracudas, who just snuck in there from lane 1. And that's a confirmed result as we move on to Heat 33. As we go through 25, it looks like Lucy Canavan, Aqua Bears, over in lane 1. Is having the best of this 50. She's going to take it, yeah, 28.19 from Lauren Bradley Holt and Katie Ronsley. That's confirmed as a result. Heat 34. It looks as though we've got Neve Wilger and Martha Smith. Martha Smith in lane 4, but also in lane 1, Simone Elson from Pioneer 79. It was Martha Smith from Neve Wilger and then Simone Elson. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to Heat 35. Coming into the final 15, lane 4, Jessica Law, Southport, and also Holly White. It was Jessica Law from Holly White, and that's confirmed as a result. Heat 36. Heat 36. It's going to be very, very hard to call who's going to get this. It looks as though it's going to be between Jessica Smith and Emma Hodgson. It was Jessica Smith that's taken it. As we move on to our final heat, Heat 37. into the final 15. Chiara Tomasello from City of Manchester. She's going to take it by a body length. She takes it 27.05 from Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith. And then Holly Maxwell. And that brings us to the end of event 651. Next event, 652, will be for the men's 10 years and over 100 meters backstroke. But just before we have another presentation, and I'd like to hand over to my co-pilot, Mr. Neil White.
Thank you, Mark. So we just have one more presentation to do. We'll do it just before the start of the next event. We'll just wait for John Stout, the Lancashire president, to be in place. Okay, so I think we are ready to go. So the next presentation is in recognition of a swimmer's achievement through the year of 2018. And just before we announce that swimmer, let's just take a look at the swimmer's achievements through 2018. Lancashire champion in multiple events, regional champion in 4 events, and more importantly moved on to the national level and won 2 medals at the nationals, culminating in becoming the 14-year-old British champion for the 400 metres freestyle, and also went on the following week in the English Championships to win the gold medal in the 200 metres individual medley. So, can I ask you for a big round of applause for your 2018 Lancashire Swimmer of the Year, Tyrese Smith. Congratulations, Tyrese. Thanks, John. A quick photograph. And we now move on to event number 652, which is the men's 10 years and over 100 metres backstroke. And Mark, we'll start with heat 1.
As we always do. One of these days we're going to start back to front.
Well, that could be the next gala, the back to front meet.
Fastest first.
So, as we move on to event number 652, which is the men's 100 metres backstroke. And we have 16 heats of this event. In heat 1, lane 3 is Jacob Chambers, City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4, Jacob Camden, City of Salford. Lane 5 is Ollie Bottomley of City of Salford. And in lane 6 is Aidan Watkins from City of Manchester Aquatics. And it looks like lane 4 and 5, teammates from City of Salford. Jacob just training first, ahead of Ollie by a couple of tenths of a second. And as they move up the second 50, Looks like lane 4, Jacob Camden maintaining that lead, but really fighting back now is Ollie in lane 5. So a really close race to start this event. It's going to be pretty tough to call at the moment as they move underneath the flags. Looks like Jacob just ahead. There we are, Jacob Camden, 1:24.31. Lane 3 and Aidan just moving up to the 15-meter mark. Got an entry time in of 2 minutes 10, so it looks like he's going to be very close to that. And he moves underneath the flags. He's got 10 seconds there just to beat his entry time. And it looks like he's going to do it. Well done, Aidan. So wait for that result to be confirmed. It is. And we move on to Heat 2.
Can we have a coach from the City of Salford and also Leyland Barracudas to go to the timing suite, please? So a coach from the City of Salford and Leyland Barracudas to go to the timing suite. Also, could we have a coach from the City of Manchester to go to the timing suite?
Heat 2 in the 100 backstroke. In lane 1, we have Gordon Ballantyne from Fleetwood. Samuel Sutcliffe, Ramsbottom in 2. Daniel Codaverdi from City of Salford in 3 with Jack Seddon. Bolton Metro in 4. Archie Dandy, Bolton Metros in 5. Southport's Dylan Foster in 6. William Irvin of Crosby in 7 and Wigan Best's Joshua Hayes in 8. And as we move with 15 metres to go, it looks like lane 3. Daniel Codaverdi from Salford, who's in ahead, followed by Jack Seddon, Bolton Metro. And Samuel Sutcliffe from Ramsbottom, as they move under the flags, looks like he's in 3rd place. And as they touch, it is Daniel who gets the touch ahead of Jack. Just wait for that result to be confirmed. Looks like we have a disqualification in that event. Heat number 2, lane number 3. Result confirmed, Heat 3.
So just as we get the Heat 3 underway, we've got the finalists for the women's 50 metres freestyle. In the 10 and 11 years age group, Harriet Rawlins, Southport, Charlotte Collinson from Carnforth, Zara Mann from Preston, Grace Jackson, City of Salford. Libby Grosstock, City of Salford. Maya Smith from Burnley Bobcats. Grace Louise Potts, City of Salford. And Alice Valkavaya from the City of Salford, with reserve finalists of Skylar Baybuck, Wigan Best, and Amy Coy from Ormskirk. 12 years age group, Lucy Parsons from Prescott, Grace Lackey, Leyland Barracudas, Abigail Turner from Flixton, Madison Wrens from Crosby, Lisa Bazagi from Bolton Metro, Hannah Edgegate from City of Manchester, Hannah Morris from Leyland Barracudas, and Charlotte Wilson from Garstang. Reserve finalists of Nia Stewart, City of Salford, Isabella Evans from Southport. 13 years age group, Mia Mason, Flixton, Jessica Pennyfold, Southport, Amy Crompton Hesford from Wigan, Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro, Tilly Copeland from City of Manchester, Mia Burslam from Ormskirk, Ella Bloxage, City of Salford, Georgia Carroll from Wigan Best, with reserve finalists of Ella Blundell, Leyland Barracudas, and Alexander Prince from Blackpool Aquatics. And then we got the result from Heat 3, which was Wang Ling Gore from Aquabears from Hayton Seoul, and we move on to Heat number 4. We need a coach from City of Salford to go around to the timing suite, please. So a coach from the City of Salford to go around to the timing suite. Once we get Heat 4 underway, we've got 14 years age group finalists for our 50 freestyle. It's Lyra Holmes from Ashton-under-Lyne, Ella Falkingham from Southport, Holly Barden from Garston, Emma Flannery, City of Salford, Katie Ronsley from Prescott, Hattie Varley, Burnley Bobcats, Jessica Williamson from Wigan Best, and Amarai Hock from Aquabears, and the reserve finalists of Elizabeth Waring from Preston, and Hannah Camden from the City of Salford. In the 15 years age group, Emily Unsworth, City of Manchester, Lauren Bradley Holt from City of Salford, Lucy Canavan, Aquabears, Cara Tomasello, City of Manchester, Jessica Smith, City of Manchester, Holly Maxwell, Blackpool Aquatics, Ella Williams, Pioneer 79, and Kira Prentice from the Isle of Man, with reserve finalists of Kirsten Dronsfield, City of Manchester, and Ellie Howley from Carnforth. And they're the finalists for the 10 to 15 years of the women's 50 freestyle. We have confirmation of the result for Heat 4, Leonardo Defoe, Isle of Man, taking in 1:15.66, and we move on to Heat 5. We have a disqualification to announce, which was Heat 4, Lane 7. So Heat 4, Lane 7 was disqualified. To carry on with our finalists, in the 16 years age group, we have Olivia McGinty from Burnley Bobcats, Lily Duckworth from Pioneer 79, Charlotte Rents from Crosby, Jessica Law from Southport, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith, City of Liverpool, Natalie Charlesworth from Blackpool Aquatics, Faith Bryant from Everton, Ruby Charnock from Blackpool Aquatics, reserve finalists of Harriet Finn from City of Salford, and Amy Teabay from Southport. In the 17 years and over age group, we have Emma Blair, Aquabears, Jodie Gittins, Wigan Best, Emma Jones, City of Salford, Emma Hodgson, Isle of Man, Holly White from Everton, Martha Smith from Clitheroe, Leah Williams, Pioneer 79, Neve Wilger from Southport, reserve finalists of Simone Elson, Pioneer 79, and Amy Banks from Carforth. And they are your finalists for the women's 10 years and over 50 metres freestyle finalists. And head coaches and team managers, you have 15 minutes in which to withdraw any of your swimmers from those finals. Thank you.
Take a breath now, Mark. I'll take over for the next
Certainly.
few minutes. Heat 6. Heat 6. In lane 1, we have Jake Cooper, Oldham Aquatics. Lane 2 is Owen Heathcott-Jones from Carnforth. Leo Jessup from Preston is in 3, with City of Salford's Sam Duncan in 4. Lane 5 is Alexander Shearer from Blackpool Aquatics. Callum Rowland from Southport in 6, and teammate Flynn Smith is in 7. Wigan Best's Matthew Tinkler is in lane 8. Turning first at the 50-metre mark is Leo Jessup from Preston, who's in lane 3, and he's got half a body length's lead as we move up the second 50. And as we come up to the 25-metre mark, it looks like Sam Duncan from City of Salford is pushing forward, trying to close that gap. And with the 15-metre mark, it's Leo Jessup who's led from the start. Looks like he's going to hang on into this heat as we move under the flags. And it is Leo who gets his hand to the wall first. 1:11.71. Just need that result to be confirmed on the board. Confirmed, and we move on to Heat 7. Heat 7. Heat 7, we have in lane 1, Benjamin Overland of Flixton. Ryan Potter of Blackpool Aquatics is in 2. In 3 is Southport's Thomas O'Donnell, and his teammate Thomas Boylett is in 4. City of Salford, Miles Flanagan in 5, with Reuben Quayle of Bolton Metro in 6. In 7 is Mark Thompson of Bolton Metro, and Lewis Crosby of Stretford is in lane 8. Looks like Benjamin in lane 1 turned first, 34.18, followed by Miles Flanagan. And as they move up to the second 50, we've got 25 metres to go. And lane 1 and lane 5 just got the edge in front, but lanes 3 and 4 looks like they're making their move now. As we go past the 15-metre mark, ready to come under the flags. Looks like lane 1, Benjamin. Lane 5, Miles. And it is lane 1, Benjamin, 1:11.20. We just need that result confirmed. It is confirmed on the board. Heat 8. As we reach the halfway point, Heat 8. of 16. Looks like the middle two lanes, which is Ben and Toby from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 1, which is Alex Evanson from Stretford. And as they turn at the 50-metre mark, it's Toby Ranson, City of Manchester Aquatics, 33.50. Moving down the second 50 metres with 25 metres to go. Lane 6, Toby Ransom, City of Manchester, maintaining his advantage over the field. Lane 2, Maxwell Sturzacre from Blackpool Aquatics. Okay, just a quick announcement as this heat finishes. After heat number 12, we will have a swim-off for the 14 years 50-metre freestyle. So after heat number 12, there will be a swim-off, 14 years 50-metre free after heat 12. Okay, result confirmed, heat 9.
In this heat 9, we have Lucas Brown from Garstang. He's in lane 1. Oliver's Sang Warmington from Blackburn. He's in 2, John Bruder from Bridgefield. In lane 3, Max Delaney, Leyland Barracudas. In 4, Zach Walmsley from Blackburn. In 5, James Dudley from the Isle of Man. Is in 6, Connor Stevens from Wigan Best. In 7, and Tom Arkwright from Leyland Barracudas is in lane number 8. And Lucas Brown and Zach Walmsley. And we come under the flags as we're coming through is James Dudley. It isn't Zach Walmsley that took it from James Dudley. And then Lucas Brown. From Prescott in lane 1, we've got Ellis Kenny. Next to him in lane 2, we've got Charles Kelly from Southport, Lucas Vose from Wigan Best. In 3, Joseph Arcangelo, Charlie Marlins. In 4, Oliver Tinkler, Wigan Best. In lane 5, Francis Dyson from Oldham Aquatics. In 6, Vadim Bosch, City of Liverpool. In 7, and Kean Tevlin from Oldham Aquatics in lane 8. It's, at the minute, Francis Dyson, Oldham Aquatics, is leading from Vadim Bosch, but as we come down into the final 15, it looks like Vadim is actually coming through. It is stroke for stroke. It looks as though Vadim's got the advantage. He comes into the finish 10717 from Francis Dyson. And then Joseph Arcangelo. That's confirmed as a result. And we move on to Heat 11. And this Heat 11, we've got Ruben Robotham Keating in lane 1, William Havers Strong from Preston in 2, Nathan Arthur, City of Salford in 3, Joel Morley from Southport in 4, Joshua Maitland from Ormskirk in 5, Joseph Stout, City of Salford in 6, and his teammate Jai Bolton in lane 7, and Lewis Peake from the Isle of Man in lane 8. But as we come under the flags, it looks as though it is going to be Joel Morley from Southport. He takes it from Lewis Peake and Joshua Maitland. That's confirmed as a result as we move into Heat 12. We haven't got Russell Chavez in lane 1, where we've got Ryan Coulthard in 2, Matthew Murphy, City of Salford in 3, Elliot Warwick, Liverpool Penguins in 4, Joseph Chappell, Fleetwood in 5, Lewis White, City of Manchester in 6, Bradley Snaylam from Leyland Barracudas in lane number 7, and Sam Coulthard from Southport in lane number 8 was Matthew Murphy. It's lane number 3. That's the slight edge, but then again, Joseph Chappell. Coming into the finish. Here's Matthew Murphy. I was going to say that was a confirmed result. I think that's just about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So, we have our swim-off. And this is between, as you can see on the scoreboard, Hannah Camden from the City of Salford and Rachel Baldwin from Leyland Barracudas. And this is for the position of second reserve for the 14 years 50 free.
So the swim-off is past the halfway mark. And it looks like lane 5, Rachel Baldwin, just edged ahead at the moment. 15 meters to go. And it's going to be no surprise that this is going to be a really, really close race. I can't tell from this angle who's going to get the hand on the ball. It's Rachel Baldwin. 29.27. Just 0.2 of a second. So, we move back on to event 652. And I believe we're on heat 13.
For anybody they want, they call it Paul Smith.
Alas. Heat 13. In lane 1 is Ewan Blackwell from Carnforth. In 2, we've got Wigan Best's Liam Carey. Henry Moore from Southport is in 3, with Alex Campbell of City of Manchester Aquatics in 4. Pioneer 79's Harry Robinson in 5. Ben Porter, Leyland Barr, is in 6. Crosby's Caleb Griffiths is in 7, and in 8 is Bolton Metro's Gabriel Taylor Rimmer. And as we turn, it looks like lane 4, Alex Campbell, leading at the halfway point, 31.1. And as we move past 25 meters to go, it looks like Alex is maintaining that lead. Lane 8, which is Gabriel Taylor Rimmer, making a play for the heat win. As we come underneath the flags, it's going to be very close. And it looks like Gabriel's just going to get his hand to the wall first. And it is 105.38. Just need that result confirmed. Confirmed on the board. Heat 14. As we move on to heat 14, we have in lane 1, Matthew Rooney from Everton. In 2 is Southport's Thomas Hill. Lane 3 is Samuel Taylor from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4, Neil Wiley, City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 5 is Prescott's Toby Hill. Lane 6 is Luke Adams from City of Salford. 7 is Kyle McKenna from Leyland Bar, and James Hanford from Leyland Bar is in 8. And as they move through the first 50, City of Manchester's Neil Wiley turned first in 28.8. I think that's the first one under 29 at the 50 mark. Looks like Neil's moving ahead as they move under the flags. Looks like lane 4 followed by lane 5, which is Toby Hill. 59.41, first one under a minute. Just need that to be confirmed. It is confirmed. Heat 15. Heat 15, penultimate heat. In lane 1 is James Lees-Weller from Wigan Best. In 2, Thomas Duxbury from Bolton Metro. Joshua Howlett from Blackpool Aquatics is in 3. Daniel Clark of Prescott in 4. Wigan Best, Declan Hall in 5. Adam Jones from City of Manchester Aquatics in 6. Christy Hayden Callan of Garston in 7. with Isle of Man's Harvey Lowe in lane 8.
Special prize. It's always a caravan.
It was a caravan or a speedboat.
Yeah. And there's two of them. How did you find that?
A speedboat right in the middle of a housing estate. So as we move to the last 5 meters, it looks like Daniel Clark from Prescott. Just going to edge out Declan Hall from Wigan Best. 59.56 from Daniel. That's the second swimmer. Joining his ex-Prescott teammate, Neil Wiley there, under a minute. Result confirmed, heat 16. Final heat of the event 652, the men's 10 years and over 100 metres backstroke. In lane 1, we have Harry Robinson from Preston. In lane 3, City of Liverpool's Ellis Cleworth. Lane 4 is Thomas Gilroy from Pioneer 79, with Marcus Day of City of Salford in lane 5. Lane 6 is Zach Smith-Shelley from Burnley Bobcats. Alexander Dillon from Southport is in 7. And Aquabear's Bailey Boyd Austin is in lane 8. And as they move through the first 50 metres, it's Marcus Day. No, it's Thomas Gilroy, apologies. From Pioneer 79, 27.98. And Thomas has got a healthy lead as he moves up the second 50, followed by Marcus Day. And as we move under the flags, it's going to be Thomas Gilroy, 58.15. That's the fastest time on the 100 backstroke heats. Once that's confirmed. Result confirmed. And that completes event 652. And we move on to 653, which is the women's 10 years and over, 200 metres butterfly, of which we have 7 heats. Heat 1. So in heat 1 of the 200 metres butterfly, as we move past the halfway stage, 100 metres, Nicola Lomas from City of Manchester Aquatics in lane 4, followed by, in lane 5, Heather Moore from Southport, and in lane 3 is Amalie Bloxage from City of Salford. So as we move up the final length, we enter the last 25 metres of Heat 1. And it looks like Nicole Lomas from City of Manchester Aquatics is going to take Heat 1. Entering the last 15 metres, followed by Heather Moore and Amelie Bloxage, maintaining their positions after the first 100 metres. And as they come up to the wall, it is Nicole Lomas, 2:56.38, an entry time of 3 minutes, so that could be the first time under 3 minutes for Nicole. And there's Amelie just coming into the flags, ready to touch. Result confirmed, Heat 2.
We have the finalists for the men's 10 years and over 100 metres backstroke. 10 and 11 years age group, we have Jacob Camden from City of Salford, Archie Dandy, Bolton Metro, Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics, Jack Seddon, Bolton Metro, Isaac Jones from Preston, Samuel Sutcliffe, Ramsbottom, Joshua Hayes from Wigan Best, and Dylan Foster from Southport, with reserve finalists of Ollie Bottomley from City of Salford and Gordon Ballantyne from Fleetwood. In the 12 years age group, we've got Lewis Gilbert, Blixton, Greg Heitman from City of Salford, Emil Dawkins from Preston, Ruben Quayle from Bolton Metro, Swang Min Gore from Aquabears, Hayden Soul from Lancaster, Sean Flanagan from from Crosby, Joel Thompson from Southport. In the 13 years age group, Owen Heathcote Jones from Carnforth, Callum Rollin from Southport, Jake Christen, City of Manchester, Maxwell Sturziker from Blackpool, Charlie Collins, Wigan Best, Matt Tomsit, Bolton Metro, Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best, Jack Ashton from Bolton Metro, reserve finalists of Flynn Smith from Southport and Leonardo de Fort from the Isle of Man. 14 years age group, Bradley Snelham, Leyland Barracudas, Joseph Stout from City of Salford, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, Liam Carey from Wigan Best, Vadim Bosch, City of Liverpool, Zach Walmsley, Blackburn, Nathan Arthur, City of Salford, Max Delaney, Leyland Barracudas, reserve finalists of Ruben Robotham Keating, City of Manchester, and Benjamin Overland from Flixton. 15 years age group, Henry Moore, Southport, James Hanford, Leyland Barracudas, Gabriel Taylor-Rimmer, not Gabrielle, from Bolton Metro, Toby Hill from Prescott, Ellis Cleworth, City of Liverpool, Harry Robinson from Pioneer 79, Ewan Blackwell, Carnforth, Bailey Boyd-Ost from Aquabears, and reserve finalists of Francis Dyson, Oldham Aquatics, Matthew Murphy from City of Salford. 16 years age group, Lucas Brown from Garstang, Harvey Lowe, Isle of Man, Alexander Dillon, Southport, Adam Jones, City of Manchester, Harry Robinson from Preston, Alex Campbell, City of Manchester, Joel Morley, Southport, Ryan Coulthard, City of Manchester, reserve finalists of Joseph Chappell, Fleetwood, Samuel Coulthard from Southport, and a 17 years and over age group of Thomas Duxbury, Bolton Metro, Declan Hall, Wigan Best, Daniel Clark, Prescott, Thomas Gilroy, Pioneer 79, Neil Wiley, City of Manchester, Marcus Day, City of Salford, Luke Adams, City of Salford, Samuel Taylor, City of Manchester, Thomas Hill, Southport, and Zach Smith-Shelley, Burnley Bobcats are the reserve finalists. And they are your finalists for the men's 10 years and over 100 metres backstroke final. And head coaches and team managers, you have 15 minutes in which to withdraw any of your swimmers.
Result confirmed, Heat 3. So, we give Mark a rest after getting through all those 100 backstroke finalists. And we move on to heat number 3 of 7. And in lane 1, from City of Manchester Aquatics, is Tilly Copeland. In 2, from Preston, is Elizabeth Waring. Lane 4 is Rosie Linley from Leyland Barracudas. Bridgefield's Elise Bruns is in lane 5. Lane 6 is Elizabeth Webster from Prescott. Lane 7 is Eva Knox from Wigan Best. And lane 8 from Prescott is Katie Rawnsley. So as we move past the 75-metre mark, just coming up to complete 100 metres. That is halfway, I believe. And it looks like Prescott's Elizabeth Webster, who's made a strong start to this heat, turning first in 1:13.5. Elizabeth done the 1,500 metres yesterday, so used to these endurance events. 4 lengths should be fairly straightforward.
4 lengths. Is that old money now?
4 lengths, old money, 4 lengths. One for the mums and dads. Here's a question that I'm being asked.
Is 800 metres or 1,000 yards the same as 800 metres?
Is 800 metres the same as 1,000 yards? There's a question. Answers on a postcard. To the usual address. The announcer's box. Manchester Aquatic Centre. Manchester M. If the answers can be with us by Friday, we'll draw a winner. So as we move towards the end of heat number 3, Elizabeth Webster maintained her lead and she's going to touch first in 2 minutes 40.68, followed by Elizabeth Waring in lane number 2. And Katie and Eva just coming in to finish. And we just need that result confirmed. Result is confirmed, and we move on to heat number 4.
Let's go!
So, we move on to heat 4. 800 metres or 1,000 yards.
Or 500 yards
Or 500 yards or 400 metres. I guess the questions are endless. Fiona Byrne from Ormskirk in lane 1. Lane 2 is Liverpool Penguins, Aislinn Power. Sophie Park from Oldham Aquatics in 3, with Wigan Best, Daisy Poole in 4. Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best in 5, and Lucy Turner from Burnley Bobcats in 6. And Southport's Isabella Evans in lane 7. So as we move to the halfway point, 100 metres gone. Or 2 lengths.
Or is that 120?
Don't know, but and it's Lucy Turner turning first in a time of 1 minute 10.61. And Lucy looks like she's moving ahead on this 3rd length, putting in a strong effort. Moved a couple of body lengths ahead. Followed by Daisy Poole from Wigan Best. As we turn, moving on to the last length, it is Lucy Turner turning first, followed by Daisy Poole. And out in lane 1 is Fiona Byrne from Ormskirk. So as we move inside 15 metres for our leader in this heat, Lucy Turner. Lucy's going to touch on a time of 2:29.43. And in second place is lane 1, it's Fiona Byrne, with a very fast last length there, 2:36.72. We just need that result to be confirmed. Results confirmed, E5.
So in this heat 5, we have in lane 1, it's Gabrielle Booth from Oldham Aquatics, Natasha Ty from City of Salford is in lane 2, Amy T-Bay from Southport is in lane 3, Eve Pendlebury for City of Salford in 5, Jessica Pettifold from Southport in lane 6, Ella Bloxage, City of Salford in 7, and her teammate of Hannah MacDonald is in lane number 8. Halfway turn, Eve Pendlebury turned in 1:10.08 from Jessica Pennifold and Ella Bloxage. To the 150 turn is still Eve Pendlebury. Coming through into second place is Ella Bloxage, a teammate. As we come down into the finish. See Pendlebury from Ella Bloxage and Gabrielle Booth. So we wait the confirmation of that result. We have a disqualification in lane 3. So in that previous heat, heat 5, we have a disqualification in lane 3. Heat 6. through the first 50. It's Chiara Tomasello in lane 1 from the city of Manchester. Turning in 31.90 from Jennifer Green. And then Hattie Varley, Burnley Bobcats. Into the turn, halfway, 1:08.96. There's Jennifer Green from a teammate of Rachel Hornby. As we come down to the 150 turn, it is our two Wigan swimmers. It's now Rachel Hornby. It's probably just got the edge. 48.05, 48.19 for Jennifer Green. And Olivia Sheehan coming through into third place. It's now a three-way split for our Wigan best swimmers. Into the final 15, it is still Rachel from Olivia Sheehan, and then Jennifer Green. It's going to be Rachel from Olivia Sheehan, and then Jennifer Green. Wigan best 1, 2 and 3. We'll wait for confirmation of the result though. There it is, confirmation. And we move on to our final heat, heat 7. To the first turn, it's Holly White from Everton, who turns in front of Kimberly Burston, Oldham Aquatics. Just around about a second between them. We have a coach from Bolton Metro to the timing suite, please, as quickly as possible. Or a coach from Bolton Metro to the timing suite. To the last 15 metres. Got Emma Dixon to come through. Takes it to 2:21.34. Gabrielle Melbourne Smith and then Holly White. There we have the confirmation of that result. And we'll just wait for a couple of minutes before we start our finals. Noon. I believe that we're looking for a red hat. It's right on the red marker at the end of the 25 metres on lane, between lane 3 and lane 4. I could see it from up here. I can't see why you couldn't see it from down on poolside. Okay, there's an announcement to our officials. If they could return to their positions on poolside, as we're just about ready to go. Our officials could return to poolside to their positions. Okay, so after that brief intermission, we're ready to start our finals for this afternoon, our final set of finals this afternoon. And our first event is event 654, which is the men's 10 and 11 years 100 metres backstroke final. And in lane 1, from City of Salford, is Jacob Camden. Lane 2, from Bolton Metro, Archie Dandy. Lane 3, from Blackpool Aquatics, Jonathan Waters. Lane 4, from Bolton Metro, Jack Seddon. Lane 5, from Preston, Isaac Jones. Lane 6, from Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe. Lane 7, from Wigan Best, Joshua Hayes. And in lane 8, from Southport, Dylan Foster. And they're your finalists for the men's 10 and 11 years, 100 metres backstroke final. First to 25. It is Isaac Jones. Probably has that slight edge over his neighbour Jack Seddon from Bolton Metro. In lane 4. And as we come down into the turn, it is Isaac turning first in 38.69. From Jack in 38.99. As we come down underneath the flags, it is going to be Isaac Seddon. I think it's going to be very, very close for that second place. It's equal second between Jonathan Waters and Jack Seddon. 121.20, 120.36 for Isaac Jones, and that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to our next final, which is for the men's 12 years 100 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, from Flixton, Lewis Gilbert. Lane 2, from City of Salford, Greg Ackman. Lane 3, from Preston, Emil Dawkins. Lane 4, from Bolton Metro, Ruben Quayle. Lane 5, from Aquabears, Zhuang Minghua. Lane 6, from Lancaster, Hayden Soul. Lane 7, from Crosby, Sean Flanagan. And in lane 8, from Southport, Joel Thompson. They're your finalists for the men's 12 years 100 meters backstroke final. The first 25. There's Ruben Quayle, who probably just has the edge over Zhuang Ming. He turns first, 35.28 from Zhuang Ming in 36.11. Then Emil Dawkins from Preston. As we come through 75 metres, it looks like Zhuang Minghua from Aquabears is starting to come through. It is very, very close though. Ruben Quayle fighting back, and he's just stepped up his stroke rate. As he comes through, it looks as though Ruben's going to take it underneath the flags. He's got a half a body length lead. It is going to be Ruben Quayle from Zhuang Minghua and Emil Dawkins. And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to our next final, which is for the men's 13 years backstroke final. In lane 1, from Carforth, Owen Heathcote Jones. Lane 2, from Southport, Callum Rollin. Lane 3, from City of Manchester, Jake Christen. Lane 4, from Blackpool, Maxwell Sturziker. Lane 5, from Wigan Best, Charlie Collins. Lane 6, from Bolton Metro, Mark Thompson. Lane 7, from Wigan Best, Samuel Grimes. And in lane 8, from Bolton Metro, Jack Ashton. They're your finalists for the men's 13 years 100 metres backstroke final. Looks like lane 3 of Jake Christen and possibly Charlie Collins. Might just have the edge. Catching them up after a bit of a bad start. Maxwell Sturzica turns in 3rd place. As we come down into the final 25, it is still Jake Christen. Coming back is Charlie Collins and Maxwell Sturzica. Are they going to run out of pool before they get to Jake Christen? It isn't. It's going to be Jake Christen from Charlie Collins and Maxwell Sturzica. As we wait for, and then we have confirmation of that result. As we move on to our next final. Our next final is for the men's 14 years 100 metres backstroke final. And in lane 1 we have from Leyland Barracudas, Bradley Snaleham. Lane 2 from the city of Salford, Joseph Stout. Lane 3 from Crosby, Caleb Griffiths. Lane 4 from Wigan Best, Liam Carey. Lane 5 from the city of Liverpool, Vadim Bosch. Lane 6 from Blackburn, Zach Walmsley. Lane 7 from city of Salford, Nathan Arthur. And in lane 8 from Leyland Barracudas, Max Delaney. They're your finalists for the men's 14 years 100 metres backstroke final. And last up and taking on 15 metres was Caleb Griffiths from Crosby. He has that slight lead over Liam Carey and Vadim Bosch. But it is only very, very slight. We come down into the turn. It looks as though it's going to be Liam Carey. He turns in 31.55, sorry. From 32.12. Caleb Griffiths, and then Vadim Bosch. As we're on the chase, down the final 50, and into the last 15, it looks as though Liam Carey is starting to go away. And he comes into the finish, he's going to touch first. It's going to be Liam Carey from Vadim Bosch and Caleb Griffiths. And that is confirmed as a result. As we move into our next final, which is the men's 15 years 100 metres backstroke final. In lane 1 from Southport, Henry Moore. Lane 2 from Leyland Barracudas, James Hanford. Lane 3 from Bolton Metro, Gabriel Taylor-Rimmer. Lane 4 from Prescott, Toby Hill. Lane 5 from the city of Liverpool, Ellis Cleworth. Lane 6 from Pioneer 79, Harry Robinson. In lane 7 from Carforth, Ewan Blackwell. And in lane 8 from Aquabears, Bailey Boyd Horst. And they're your finalists for the men's 15 years 100 metres backstroke final. through the first 25. It looks like Toby Hill has overtaken Ellis Cleworth. He comes into the turn first at 28.96, 30.30 for Ellis Cleworth. And third place, Gabriel Taylor Rimmer from Bolton Metro, but it is Toby Hill from Prescott who is going away with this. And into the last 15 metres, he's extending that lead now over Ellis, which is no mean feat. He comes into the finish, 60 seconds. From Ellis Cleworth and Gabriel Taylor Rimmer, and that's confirmed as a result. As we move on to our next final, which is for our men's 16 years and 100 metres backstroke final. In lane 1 from Garstang, Lucas Brown. Lane 2 from the Isle of Man, Harvey Lowe. Lane 3 from Southport, Alexander Dillon. Lane 4 from the City of Manchester, Adam Jones. Lane 5 from Preston, Harry Robinson. Lane 6 from the City of Manchester, Alex Campbell. Lane 7 from Southport, Joe Morley. And in lane 8 from the City of Manchester, Ryan Coulthard. And they're your finalists for the men's 16 years or 100 metres backstroke final. First through 25 is Adam Jones from the City of Manchester, followed by Harry Robinson. But either side of those in lane 3, Alexander Dillon, and lane 6, Alex Campbell. And 4 going to turn almost together. The last 15 metres, it was Adam Jones, but coming back very, very quickly is Harry Robinson. It's going to be very, very close. It's Harry Robinson by 0.02 of a second. (1:03.66), 1:03.68. That was confirmed as a result. As we move on to our next final, which is for the men's 17 years and over 100 metres backstroke final. In lane 1, from Bolton Metro, Thomas Duxbury. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Declan Hall. Lane 3 from Prescott, Daniel Clark. In lane 4 from Pioneer 79, Thomas Gilroy. In lane 5 from City of Manchester, Neil Wiley. Lane 6 from the City of Salford, Marcus Day. Lane 7 from the City of Salford, Luke Adams. And in lane 8 from the City of Manchester, Samuel Taylor. And they're your finalists for the men's 17 years and over 100 metres backstroke final. 2:25 first is Thomas Gilroy, followed by Neil White, and then Declan Hall, and Daniel Clark. This first of the turn was Thomas Gilroy, followed by Daniel Clark, and then Neil Wiley. Which coming to the finish, it is Thomas Gilroy from Daniel Clark and Neil Wiley. 58.20, 59.51, 9.63. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to our next final. Our next final is for the women's 10 and 11 years 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 1 from Southport, Harry Rollins. In lane 2 from Carrefour, Charlotte Collinson. Lane 3 from Preston, Zara Mann. Lane 4 from City of Salford, Grace Jackson. Lane 5 from City of Salford, Libby Grovestock. Lane 6 from Burnley Bobcats, Maya Smith. Lane 7 from the City of Salford, Grace Louise Potts. And in lane 8 from the City of Salford, Alice Valkavaya. They are your finalists for the women's 10 and 11 years 50 metres freestyle final. Okay, our next final is for the women's 12 years 50 metres freestyle final. And in lane 1 we have from Prescott, Lucy Parsons. Lane 2 from Leyland Barracudas, Grace Lackey. Lane 3 from Flixton, Abigail Turner. Lane 4 from Crosby, Madison Rents. Lane 5 from Bolton Metro, Lisa Bazaghi. Lane 6 from the City of Manchester, Hannah Regiat. Lane 7 from Leyland Barracudas, Hannah Morris. In lane 8 from Garstang, Charlotte Wilson. And they are your finalists for the women's 12 years 50 metres freestyle final. Just to show, is lane 5 of Lisa Bazaghi from Bolton Metro. She's got about a half a body length lead over Madison Rents in lane 4. But Madison's not letting her go. She's coming back. It's going to be very, very close as we come under the flags. It looks as though it's going to be Lisa Bazaghi from Madison Rents. 28.53, 28.90. with Abigail Turner from Flixton taking that third place. And there we have confirmation of that result. And we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 13 years, 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from Flixton, Mia Mason. Lane 2 from Southport, Jessica Pennyfold. Lane 3 from Wigan Best, Amy Crompton Hesford. Lane 4 from Bolton Metro, Eleanor Kay. Lane 5 from City of Manchester, Tilly Copeland. Lane 6 from Ormskirk, Mia Burslem. Lane 7 from the City of Salford, Ella Bloxage. And in lane 8 from Wigan Best, Georgia Carroll. They're your finalists for the women's 13 years, 50 metres freestyle final. There was somebody stood beside me was willing Tilly Copeland to come up before the 15-metre line. As we come down into the finish, it looks like she might just have the edge, but then again saying that Amy Crompton Hesford. It was Amy Crompton Hesford, 28.92 from Tilly Copeland, 29.04. And Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro. They were the first three. As we move on to our next final, which is the women's 14 years, 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from Ashton-under-Lyne, Lara Holmes. Lane 2, from Southport, Ella Falkingham. Lane 3, from Garston, Holly Barden. Lane 4, from the City of Salford, Emma Flannery. Lane 5, from Prescott, Katie Ronsley. Lane 6 from Burnley Bobcats, Hattie Varley. Lane 7 from Wigan Best, Jessica Williamson. And in lane 8 from Aquabears, Amarai Hawk. They are your finalists for the women's 14 years, 50 metres freestyle final. The first 25, it's Emma Flannery from the City of Salford, who has the slight edge, and she looks as though she's starting to pull away. Got about half a body length's lead over her neighbour in lane 3, Holly Barden. We come into the finish. It's Emma Flannery from Holly Barden, and then Ella Falkingham from Southport. They're taking it in 28.20. That was confirmed as a result. Moving to the next final, which is our women's 15 years, 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from the City of Manchester, Emily Unsworth. Lane 2, from the City of Salford, Lauren Bradley Holt. Lane 3, from Aquabears, Lucy Canavan. Lane 4, from the City of Manchester, Chiara Tomasello. Lane 5, also from the City of Manchester, Jessica Smith. Lane 6, from Blackpool Aquatics, Holly Maxwell. Lane 7, from Pioneer 79, Ella Williams. And in lane 8, from the Isle of Man, Kira Prentice. They're your finalists for the women's 15 years, 50 metres freestyle final. Taking her first breath on 25 is Chiara Tomasello. Looks as though she's in charge of this final. To have a body length lead. It's going to be very, very close between second and third, though. It goes to Jessica Smith from Lucy Canavan. 27.05, 27.57. That was confirmed as a result. And we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 16 years, 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from Burnley Bobcats, Olivia McGinty. Lane 2, from Pioneer 79, Lily Duckworth. Lane 3, from Crosby, Charlotte Rents. In lane 4, from Southport, Jessica Law. Lane 5, from the city of Liverpool, Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith. And lane 6, from Blackpool Aquatics, Natalie Charlesworth. Lane 7, from Everton, Faith Bryant. And in lane 8, from Blackpool Aquatics, Ruby Charmack. Now your finalists for the women's 16 years, 50 metres freestyle final. Taking the whole of the 15 metres, Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith from the city of Liverpool. She might just have the slight edge over Jessica Law in lane 4. And coming back, is it going to be? It's going to be very, very close. It's stroke for stroke. It looks like it's going to be Jessica. It is from Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith. And then Lily Duckworth, Pioneer 79, 28.54. That is confirmed as a result. As we move on to our last final of the championships, which is our women's 17 years and over 50 metres freestyle final. And in lane 1 from Southport we have Neve Wilgar. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Jodie Gittins. Lane 3 from the city of Salford, Emma Jones. Lane 4 from the Isle of Man, Emma Hodgson. Lane 5 from Everton, Holly White. Lane 6 from Clitheroe, Martha Smith. Lane 7 from Pioneer 79, Leah Williams. And in lane 8, also from Pioneer 79, Simone Elson. And they're your finalists for the women's 17 years and over 50 metres freestyle final. The first 25, it looks as though it might be Holly White that has the edge, but it's very, very close right the way across the pool. It is going to be very, very close. It's stroke for stroke. This is going to be down to hundredths of a second rather than tenths of a second. It's Emma Jones that takes it from City of Salford, 28.01, from Emma Hodgson, 28.07, and Jodie Gittins, 28.11. And that is confirmed on a results. And that is it for today. The only thing that we need to do is to present the trophy, the overall trophy, for So in the championship competition, in third place, we have Southport. In second place is the city of Salford. And our champions for 2019 goes to the city of Manchester. And this is Janice Whittle is going to present the trophy. And in the age group championships, in third place is the city of Salford. In second place is Southport. And in first place is the city of Manchester. Congratulations to the city of Manchester for taking both trophies. And they have some photographs taken. It's only left for me to say or invite our officials to leave the pool deck. I'd like to thank our volunteers for all their help over the 3 weekends of these championships.